Good morning, everyone on Flosstube. This is my first video. I'm a little nervous, and hopefully I won't make too many mistakes and I can get through this and not say anything dumb. I just want to start by saying I've been completely inspired by your videos and watching Flosstube and seeing what everyone's doing. And I'm just excited that I found other people who share my same passion for cross stitch and needlework, and I am assured that it's not a dying art by watching you all. So I just want to say thank you, and I feel like I know you even though I don't, and I love hearing about everywhere you all live. I love your accents. I love your enthusiasm about the craft, and so that's where I wanted to start. My name's Heidi. I live in Virginia, and when I say Virginia, I don't mean like outside the DC area, Metro Virginia. I mean, let me show you. So here's Virginia. And down here in this little corner, most people, when they think Virginia, think up here and, the Metro DC area. Way down here in this corner is where I live. Within a very short drive, I could be in West Virginia, Tennessee, Kentucky, and North Carolina. I have a husband, his name's Jason, and a daughter, Bronwyn. And here's a picture of them. And my husband stitches also. I got him interested in the craft after we got married, and he's a perfectionist. His backs look as good as his fronts, and he actually really has enjoyed learning and taking up the craft. And then this is my daughter Bronwyn. This is an old picture. She's 21 months old now. And I have to cross stitch after she goes to bed and do these videos while she's not here, because she's, as toddlers are, very active. So I just wanted to show you them because I'm proud of them more than my stitching. But I know you don't want to hear all that. So, well, you may, but a couple of you that I really want to thank that I have really binge watched and been so excited to see when you have a new video. I stumbled upon Flosstube actually, and the first person I watched was Carolyn Mazio. I think that's how you say it. I'm sorry if that's not right. And I watched all of her videos start to finish. I just was so intrigued by how much she could get done, and just her beautiful stitching. And I haven't seen a video for a while, so I'm missing her. But thank you, Carolyn. Really, you've started this off for me. Then Katie, the Stash Queen. Oh my word, you made it okay for me to have more than one project going at a time, and I really thank you for that. I'm very much a start to finish kind of person, and I feel guilty when I put one aside, but it was like it was okay after I saw that you do it. And so thank you for that. And I have something to tell you about Dr. Pepper. My hometown, where I was born and raised, is the home of Dr. Charles Pepper, who he didn't invent the drink. The drink was named after him. I can't remember exactly how the story goes, but something. He was a pharmacist in my hometown, and there was a gentleman working for him, I think it was. Anyway, he ended up moving to Texas. He invented the drink there and named the drink after Dr. Charles Pepper from my hometown, because he thought so highly of him. So his Dr. Pepper's grave is in my hometown. I'm going to take a picture of it for you sometime and show it to you so you can see that. And then Vanna Pfeiffer. Oh my word, you're dangerous. I've been reading your blog for several years and watching your videos, and I saw you had a Flosstube, and I was so excited. And you've inspired me, and you're going to see in a minute what you've done. And I really thank you. It means so much to me that you would take the time to do a tutorial to show people how to do something. I just think that's amazing, and you're such a good teacher, and my projects don't compare to what you've done, but if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have attempted it. So I really thank you for that. All right, let's get started. So I told you my husband stitches, and I want to show you his most recent finish. And I just think that our daughter is so fortunate to have a dad that thinks so much of her that he would make her birth sampler. And what a wonderful job he did. I hope that you can see it. It is a heart and hand design. I want to say it's called Heirloom Sampler. It says, "It is not a slight thing when they who are so fresh from God love us," and it has her name and her birthday. And he added some charms, and he even did beading, which I haven't even attempted. So I think this is such a treasure, and I hope that as our daughter grows older that she will really appreciate that and know how special she is to her dad, that he would do that for her. So that'll be going to the framer soon, and I'm really proud of it, really proud of him. He's an avid outdoorsman. He hunts and fishes. We have a pontoon and a bass boat. No, we don't have a bass boat. My dad has a bass boat, and we have it borrowed right now. But we have a pontoon, and I spend a lot of time on the lake. And he's a big, burly, manly man, I think. And so I think it's just so precious that he takes interest in my craft and made that sampler for our baby. I think it's so sweet. He started another project, which is custom crafts on the Outlook. And let me show you where he is with that. Right here, he's gotten the top corner done, and a Miller Lite needle minder that I made him, because why not? And then I want to show you my works in progress, but first I want to show you what I made. Vanna, thank you so much for your tutorial. I made myself a project envelope. It's not perfect. My stitches aren't perfect, but this is the first sewing project I've ever done. My mom, I actually called her and said, "Mom, do you have a sewing machine I can borrow?" She's sewn my whole life. But I never really took interest in it. And then there was something I wanted to do. So then all of a sudden sewing was cool, and I had to learn. So I called her and said, "Mom, do you have a sewing machine I can borrow?" And because she's the best mom, she shows up this past Friday with a brand new sewing machine. And she said it comes with 3 free lessons. And she showed me how to wind a bobbin, how to thread the machine, and how to turn it on, which, that's how, I had home ec in high school, but I wasn't interested. I made a stuffed elephant, and the trunk fell off of it before the teacher ever graded it. So it just wasn't, I wasn't interested. But when it was something I wanted to do, I became very interested. And so I'm really thankful for my mom, because she, listened to me and was patient with me while I tried to learn. I had some hiccups, but we got through them, and I made my first project. And it is a project envelope. I don't have the Velcro on it because I realized I didn't have the right thing. It was sticky Velcro, and then my needle was getting all hung up in it. It was drama. I had to call my mom over again, say, what am I doing wrong? And we think that's what the problem is. So I don't have a closure yet, but I did go buy fabric. I bought coordinating fabric and made that. And then I also made one for my friend Carrie, who comes over and stitches with me, and I made hers an owl and some orange fabric, because orange is her favorite color, my favorite color. And again, like I said, it's not perfect. I have some mistakes, but I feel like for my first 2 projects, I'm pretty proud of them. I'm not going to show you her work in progress because I didn't ask her if I could, but she's making a beach scene, a sunset beach. This is what I'm currently working on. It is Country Cottage Needleworks Snowflake Serenade, and I'm doing it on 32 count Jovelin in Summer Sky. Excuse me, I'm sorry. In Summer Sky. I don't know if the color will really show up there, but there's where I am. I have the snowflake, or the Frosty the Snowman block done. I started on the house, and I've got some of the border. And my needle minder is one I made myself. It's Society of Human Resource Management Certified Professional. In my real life, I do HR. I'm the HR director for a bank, and I've been doing that. This week, I'm celebrating my 19th year with the bank, and I've been doing human resources since 2004. So that's what I do. And then my other works in progress, this is also Country Cottage Needleworks. That's pretty much my style. I seem to go for that. I like the simplicity of the designs. I like the look. Usually Little House and Country Cottage. Those are it seems like go-to patterns. I don't know, I'm just drawn to them. So this is In the Meadow, and I'm doing it on the called for fabric, which is Scuppernong linen, 30 count. Here's where I am on that. We've got most of the word snowman and the snowman, tree, Virginia Tech needle minder, go Hokies. And then these I'll say are works in progress, but they're kind of UFOs. This one is Lizzie Kate Socks and Underwear. I had a piece of red Ada cloth, and I thought I would do a conversion so the hat would show up and the pants, but I'm not very good at converting colors, I don't think. So I have most of the words and Santa's hat and face and most of the beard. I'm not sure. I don't think I got the gray right in the beard. I may finish it. I'm going to call it a work in progress because I, excuse me, don't typically give up on something once I start it, but we'll see. And then this Late Summer Village is the other work in progress I have that I'm not really working on too much. It is from Cross Stitch and Needlework, September 2010, and I love it. I love the design. I don't know. I just don't think I like doing full coverage, maybe. Or maybe it just doesn't go as fast as I think it should. But my daughter might have saved me because she got crayon on it this week. I don't know if you can see it right there. And I don't think it's going to get in the design, but I don't think it's going to leave me very much room to frame it if I do get it finished. But anyway, there it is. And that's how far I've gotten. I really like the way it looks, so I might keep working on it. I don't know. I'll have to figure out how to get that crayon out if anybody has advice on how to do that. Someone on Facebook gave me a suggestion that I haven't tried yet, but I think I will and see if that works. My latest finish is a Lizzie Kate design. I just recently finished this on Platinum Even Weave, Platinum Lagana. You will never have this day with your children again. Tomorrow they'll be a little older than today. Today is a gift. I can't read that backwards. Just breathe, notice, pay attention, enjoy today. It will be over before you know it. And when I saw that design, I just knew I had to do it for a reminder to me that even though, like someone's told me before, the days are long, but the years are short. So to just stop and enjoy those moments. And then the last thing I have is a fully finished project, also thanks to Vanna and her tutorial. I stitched this several years ago, the design, and it's just been laying in my closet. So I pulled it out and got some coordinating fabric. I stole the ribbon from my scrapbooking stash. I used to do that. I'm not much into it anymore. And watched the tutorial and used my new sewing machine and made this pillow, which is going to live on my daughter's bed, I think, just because the colors match her bedroom. I might have a picture. Yeah. And I thought it matched really well in her room. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And again, Vanna, I really appreciate you doing that tutorial. I might have been able to figure it out, but I'm not sure that I would have. And thank you again. And I really appreciate you all. And I think that's all I have. So I hope you have a great day. And I'm off to the doctor. So we will talk to you next time.